Well, this is Baruch Fleischman here, and once again I invite you to come and learn the Tivuk Kavanos, good explanation on the Shara Kavanos, which brings us into really deep ideas. So one thing, understand the Sod of Mordechai. Because to understand the secret of Mordechai, one has to understand the secret of the cycles of the universe. And how it is that someone like Haman or Russia, somebody so evil like that, could actually see this. And understand that the time had been coming for the redemption, and that there is sleep before the redemption. Sleep of the universe. The Anhag of the universe is really managed by Zeir Anpin. And we're talking here about the sleep of Zeir Anpin and the creation of Mordechai from the Malchus of Abba. So here we are in a position where it says, Yisboyer Malus Mordechai. So he says, Uvazeh Tavin Malus Mordechai. Now you can understand what's so great about Mordechai. All of the beginnings of Malchus and Mishnah the Melech, that he rose to the level of Malchus, the second to the king. Understand, Malchus is, Mordechai is actually the representative. He is the Malchus of Abba. So it's not ununderstandable that he would reach that level. This is the secret of this pasuk. Mordechai yatsa melifnei hamelech belevush malchus techeles v'chur v'tarazav gedolah. So he was crowned and he was made absolutely beautiful as he came out from the king. So a person who really understands, a person who wants to understand, prati hapasuk zeh, that understand the details of this pasuk, in yitziyah zuhu melifnei hamelech hirachel. The inyan of this Yitzhak is the inyan of the king. And the king is the concept of kingship, is the concept of Rachel. V'chataras zohav gedolah b'tzad the taras yisod the Abba, and she is crowned, so to speak, such with the taras yisod, in other words, the malchus of Abba. V'lechein nikra gedolah, and this is reason why the pasuk says that it was gedula, it was greatness. Ki ha-chesed v'ha-chochma nikra gedula, because that chesed on the right side and chochma, which is above it on the right side, is the flow from the Ein Sof Baruch Hu. V'sod ha-gadol ha-giba v'ha-norah. Gam ha-ma'amek, also that which goes in deep. Yaskil hiyos neshevet binyanim. Hiyosa neshevet binyanim b'dai b'zeh. Now there's a lot there. Let me just read this last part again. He said, V'lechein nikra gedula, or gedolah. It's called great. So he says, Ki ha-chesed v'ha-chochma nikra gedolah. Okay, why would be chesed and chochma gedolah? Because they're the right side of the side of chesed. It's a side of just pure pouring of giving. B'sod ha-godol ha-giba v'ha-norah. Now exactly how that works together, I'm not sure, but this is the word ha-godol, I guess, which means chesed, ha-gibor, which refers to din, v'ha-norah, which is the blending. V'gam ha-ma'amik, also one who goes into this in depth. Yaskil, this person will come to his mind, he yosach m'shevet Binyamin, the fact that Mordechai is from the tribe of Binyamin. Then he said, B'zdai b'zeh. Now we see that in other places the inyan of Mordechai and Binyamin, but here we're talking about Mordechai. Let's see what we could do with number Lamed Bet over here in the Tiv HaKavonos. Is there bezecha betabed mailas Mordechai she'olah the bechinas malchus and Mishnah the Melech. V'lechein nismona Mordechai l'shamish k'mishma Melech. So therefore Mordechai was appointed to become like the second to the king. Shehu me'inyan malchus, which is part of the aspect of malchus. Machpesh shorish nishmaso, and the reason why is because the root of the deshav of Mordechai, hoibe bechinas malchus the Abba, from the aspect of the malchus that came from Abba, hayotze begilui gomor. It came out from a tremendous revelation of Abba, which we had seen before, as he comes out of the yesod of Malchus. This area of Abba, it shines everywhere. I don't know exactly how to make it look shiny, but it's shining everywhere. So he says a powerful light. So he said, "V'zeh sod ha'pasuk Mordechai yatsa melifnei hamelech belevush Malchus, techeles v'chur." These are different kinds of beautiful garments, v'tarazav gedolah, and a very large crown of gold. But maskil yavim called prati apostle exists, and the maskil is going to understand this. Inyan Yitziyah Zul Melifnech HaMelech, what we're talking about, they're coming out from the Melech. So understand who is the Melech. The Melech is Malchus. That's what he's saying, I think. And coming out from the Melech is Mordechai. Where is Mordechai? Mordechai is such, as we said in our drawing, that he comes out from Malchus and is bare, shining the light of Chochmah into the world. So he says a melech of Rachel, she's called Rachel, a teres zahav gedolah. So when we say she has a crown of great or big gold, mitzad the Taras Yisod the Abba, and this is talking about the Taras Yisod of Abba, the Chayin Nikra gedolah. So therefore, that is the Taras Yisod is his Malchus. So therefore, it's called gedolah. Because those two are gedolah b'sod hagadol hagiba v'hanora. So let's read a little bit now in the Tif. And let's try to understand it a little bit more. If we understand who Mordechai is, but in the end of the little blurb that we have from the Rav himself up above, we understand that Binyamin is associated with this because Mordechai came from that tribe. Mordechai Romas the Lataris Yisod the Abba Hanikra Mordechai, because Mordechai is reference to the crown of Yisod, which is called Mordechai. Who Shorish Nishmas Mordechai, and this is the root of the Nisham of Mordechai. It says Yatzim B'fnei HaMelech, Sheyotzim B'chutz the Yisod the Rachel. So that's what we said in our picture. He comes out from the Yisod of Rachel, Hanikras Malchus. V'Lataris Zahav, and she has a crown of gold. Romas L'Lataris Yisod the Abba. Gedoyla Romas L'Abba. So the greatness of it is a reference to Abba. Shehuba B'chinas Chochmah HaNikras Gedoyla, which is the aspect of Chochmah, which is called great. Let me see if I can get this lined up. There we go. Ki derech shachesed, ki al derech hachesed hanikra gedoyle, because chesed is called gedoyle because it makes things well. The pasuk lecha Hashem hagedolah. So we had that pasuk. V'chein beberchus avos also hagadol lagiva v'hanora. So we have this word gadol here, which refers to the first thing is chesed gevurah teferes. That's how everything goes. 3 lines. Chesed gevurah teferes. So gadol is chesed. We already know about gevurah. And we know about the Norah, well, that goes with the Teferes. Shehem Keneged Chesed Gevurah Teferes, they correspond to those 3 things. Now, there exists, so therefore, in this way, he bekav yamin kachesed nikra gedoylus. That is, that right line is going to be called gedoylus. Let me see where I'm at right now. I have one more I could do. Gam ha'amek maskil, so a person who really gets into this, he's going to understand. He Yosel Mesheva Binyamin. That actually came from the Sheva de Binyamin. Now, Binyamin, I think, is the concept of the Yataris Yisod, but let's see. V'dai b'zeh. The Rab doesn't want to go into it more here. V'gam ha'mamek yavin mizeh hatam. There's a reason. Ma'adua yadsa Mordechai Mesheva Binyamin dafka. Why is it Mordechai comes from this tribe specifically? And the fee sheshorish nishmas binyamin, because he says that the root of the neshama of Binyamin, who Yisod Denuk, is the Yisod of Malchus. Okay, the Yisod of Malchus, from which everything pours out to us, because we're talking about the Yisod of Malchus, not the Yisod of Zerampin, we're talking about the Yisod of Malchus. So the Malchus, everything there pours out to us. V'lechein Mordechai sheshorsha b'malchus the Abba hayotze b'pi hayisod the Nook, it sticks out from the Yisod of Malchus, the Nook. Yotze b'sheva Binyamin, comes out b'sheva Binyamin, because the Yisod of the Nook, that is the place of Binyamin. So we see the Binyamin is the place of the Yisod, and Mordechai, who's a part of the Sheva de Binyamin, comes right through that place and reveals himself. This is Baruch Fleischman here. I'm at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and this is I think the 13th sheet. We're going to talk the 13th sheet.